Let's talk about surprising DNA tests. Yes, I am the guy that made that video that you happen to see, and that's what brought you here. I made that video where it says something like DNA test results when your biological father is actually your neighbor. Yes, that was me. I made that video randomly months ago, and suddenly it spiked in popularity because it's shown in the suggested feed of this other person's video, and that's how people are finding my channel. And yes, I talk a lot about this, but now that more people are seeing my videos, I'm making more of them to cater to my audience because I truly am fascinated by this topic, because I know more than one person who in their 50s found out that their biological father was not their dad. In other words, the man who raised them as if they were the child, but no, surprise, your biological father was somebody else. So I've got several things I want to talk about. I'll make several videos for them. But right now what I want to cover is the surprise you have half siblings. So specifically, as my notes say, you have ultimately two sets of half siblings. So the first set of half siblings, when you find out that your biological father is not the man who raised you, the first thing you realize, and you have to psychologically come to terms with, your siblings, your brothers and sisters that you grew up with, that you thought looked enough like you, are only your half siblings. You share DNA through your mother, and that's it. So imagining that your siblings are actually only your half siblings, even though the same connection and love is all there, but physically, scientifically, only half the DNA is there. Then the other surprise that you have to deal with is now there's a good chance you have other half siblings out there because of your biological father maybe being married to another woman or having other children out there. And through DNA tests, you can actually connect and find each other. So it's weird because you have one set of half siblings that until now in your 50s or however old you are, you're learning those are actually only my half siblings. And then now you've got half siblings you didn't even know existed, and now you meet them. But you're just as related to them as you are your actual siblings that you grew up with. That's something that's happening. Never in the history of the world could this be a thing. But now the DNA test exists, people are finding this out. And for some reason, it's specifically people in their 50s and 60s that are the ones really finding this out right now. That's as far as people watching these videos and commenting on it. It's not younger people like me, closer to 40. It's 50s and 60s. So imagine how much of a struggle, an internal struggle that must be to process all of that. Let's talk more about it. I'm passing the mic to you. Your comment belongs right here.